See how many people we can actually get in here. What's going on, WJS? Natalie Jane, what's going on? Hello. We are here, just me, talking to you guys. Yes, WJS, you were the first one here. Yes. What's up, Cam Ma? Thank you for that super chat the other night. What's up, Wackalock? I'm gonna wait for some other people to get in here. Shadow Link 1994 Gonzalez. What's good? I am good today. A little bummed out today, to be honest with you. A little bummed out for the weekend. What's up, Trainwreck? Watching on a boat coming into Dublin. Well, stay safe, man. Definitely stay safe. You can't hear. Am I too low? How about now? Can you hear me now? Nintendo Power, what's going on? Thanks for joining. This is just a let's talk. Any questions you have, any stuff you want to discuss, Resident Evil wise or whatever, that's what we're here to do. Your audio is low. Low. Sorry, I didn't do any pre-existing audio tests, so this should be fine. Let me know how this sounds. Any theories on the RE3 demo when it comes out? I would say it's probably going to come out next week. In regards to, the pattern of, how we got the RE2 demo as well, with it being a few weeks before release. It should come out next week. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it does. The number that's going around the internet is March 20th. So, Henry, Carol, Willis. Just want to say hi. I'll see you guys at another stream. Thank you. Resident Evil Plays, what's up? Hopefully you guys can hear me now. We just ordered these SM7B microphones, so we'll be having new equipment in like the next couple days. So this Yeti will be no more. Shadowlink says, after you do the live stream of Resident Evil 3 Remake, will you try to get all of the trophies? Yes, I will try to get all of the trophies. I would like to platinum that game. However long it will take. Yeah, however long that thing will take, man. Because that thing's it's gonna be a long game. Just trying to make sure everything's straight. The SM7B is a monster. Yeah, and thanks to everyone that donated and everyone that supported the channel. You guys made that possible. So, a big shout out to the fans and everyone that makes us happy when we do this, because, no one ever has to sign up for a membership or, give us money per stream. But thanks to you guys, it's entirely from what you guys have given us. So that, this thing served me a good run from 2014 onward for Let's Plays. I spent a lot of money on this microphone, and it's done its time, and time to move on to other stuff. Unbound Gamer says, hi, Ant, what's going on? I want that mic for like everything, says Peter. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, hockey fan, what's going on, man? Yeah, you're always supporting the channel. Everyone that always has supported the channel, uh, we really appreciate that. Seriously, um, it means a lot, and you know, we're gonna we're gonna promise to give you guys some great content this year, and we already have because you know, uh, because we started kind of doing a lot of the bulk content, a lot of the consistency in December. So our year kind of started in December in regards to content and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on here forward in regards to RE3 coming out and everything like that. But yeah, I'm a little bummed this weekend. A little saddened by all the virus stuff that's going on. It's affected uh, the con that I usually work, which is Monster Mania. Um, so they're not having it. So here I am. John Lemley. What is going on, John Lemley? Fellow member in the chat. Another example as to why we're able to update our equipment is people like John that give us a lot, and we appreciate you. Nintendo Power says, would you and John be down for a Silent Hill Legacy after the RE3 remake hype has calmed down? Possibly. I mean, the approach that I've taken to Silent Hill 1 and 2 were traditional Let's Plays that we have on the channel right now that you can go find in the playlist. I did with my good friend Dave Strauss. And we're currently on Silent Hill 3. So the thing is after Resident Evil 3 hype dies down, we have to return to Silent Hill 3 and finish that. So I don't think like a legacy series would happen until a little while, until like we decide to binge those games like that. But it's never say never. It's never off the table. Nintendo Power. Shadowling says, you guys are pros at Resident Evil, and I'm glad I can watch your streams and videos. I can't wait for your RE3 remake stream to see if I should get it. Well, that's awesome, man. We appreciate that you're putting your decision on whether or not you like it from watching us. We appreciate that, and anyone that's getting that. Are we going to play hardcore with the HUD off? We could. We're going to play hardcore, so. Juan says, Ant, you son of a gun. What's up? What's up, Juan? Carol says, will you stream again Dino Crisis? Carol, we've done Dino Crisis in the past, but we definitely will go back to 1 and 2 probably one of these days. Probably not 3, though, because that game is fucking awful. And there's a reason why we abandoned that stream right before all this, RE3 stuff broke. So, yeah. Horror fan for life. That's where we're at. He says, what up at work listening while looking at boring documents? Well, listen away. Cop Butler says, greetings from the desk. I'm pissed. They may cancel WrestleMania. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of it's up, Cop Butler, by the way. Yeah, I don't understand why. Yeah, all this shit's going on. It's crazy, man. It's really nuts. Captain Jabber says, sup, Anthony? Nice to see you back. Thanks, man. What's up, John? John's in the chat. Michael Daltrey says, hey, Ann, if I've gone through a lot recently, and I just want to say thank you for all the videos. You guys make my life better. Thank you. Well, Michael, whatever you're going through, man, I hope you get through it. And, I'm happy that you enjoy our content through those hard times. We really appreciate that. Yeah, Calmod, sucks. Yeah, everything's pretty much canceled this weekend. Stan Vlad, what's going on? Juan says, are you going to stop streaming because of the coronavirus? E3 got canceled and all major sports got canceled. No, we're not going to stop streaming. The content doesn't stop. Yeah, John, I'll definitely hit you up. My plan this weekend, whether it's work on videos or just to enjoy it and be off because that's what I intended to do. So, you know, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Definitely not going to be in the next couple of days, though. Um, John Lemley says, isn't Silent Hill 3 the one with the rabbit? There's a rabbit? I don't even know. Tommy, who says, hey, Anthony and chat, hope you're doing well. We're doing well. Yeah, we're not going to stop the streams, though. Space Walt says, sup, dude, just watched your Silent Hill playthrough today. Well, that's awesome. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, we're gonna finish 3. I still have a few parts that I can put out, but I'm probably gonna wait for the right time to do that. And Tommy says, upgrading my PC for Doom Eternal and the remake. Well, that's amazing because Doom Eternal specs came out and it's like insane. So I hope your PC will run that well, Tommy. Midway Gamer says, besides Resident Evil, what games are you also excited for? I'm really excited for Doom Eternal next week because I just got the Doomslayer collection and binge playing it. Yeah, I got the Doomslayer collection as well, and on Xbox, and I'm really looking forward to Eternal. We're gonna try to pick it up probably day one and play it. I don't know if I'll have time to beat it before RE3. It just depends on the time. But, you know, we'll figure it out. Fairly Focus says, hey, Anthony, sorry to hear about the con being canceled. Hope all is well. Yeah, it's good. Wakalok says, how are you dealing with the coronavirus in our area? Well, to add to Fairly Fickle's point and Wakalok, you know, for it being canceled and everything being canceled, I don't think there's anything that isn't being canceled. I want to go to a Killswitch Engage show tomorrow night. Hopefully they still have it, but I mean, I don't fucking know. It's not in Jersey. It's in Pennsylvania. But yeah, in our area, it's a little strange. Supermarkets and grocery stores are picked clean of toilet paper and Scott towels and paper towels and stuff like that. So it's a little brutal right now. Yeah, hockey fan, it's ruining rock and metal shows. It's ruining bands that are touring. Certain places you can't have gatherings more than like 250 or 200 people. It's a little weird. So it's a weird time. It's not really going to affect what we do here on the channel, because like we're still going to be busy working our normal jobs and bullshit, you know what I mean? Because it's like retail places don't close because they got to make money. So until everything closes and all the towns close and we can't even leave our house, you know, it won't affect us directly, but it seems to be heading in that direction. So I don't know what's going on. It's very strange. And Shadowlink says, hey, Aunt, what made RE3 your favorite game? Well, I'm going to be having a video coming out that I'm going to make that's kind of like me discussing why it is my favorite game. And that's going to be coming out before the game comes out. But there's a lot of reasons that come to it. You know, nostalgia, and not even just nostalgia, but just the time that I played that game over and over and over again, you know, slowly becomes your favorite. So it's there's just so many elements to it that we'll be here all day talking about. But I'm going to make a video discussing that to answer that question. And Dino Crisis 3 in general is terrible, says Mr. Ninja Freak. Yes, it's awful. Jay Blackbird says 22 more days. He's coming. He is. He's coming. Camon says, I'm at work too, driving and listening, just taking a pit stop. Well, enjoy it. The PlayStation Gamer says, what is up, and chat? What's going on? Fellow moderator in the chat. Carly McAdams says, what's cracking, Anthony? What's going on, Carly? Shadowlink says, if I was there, and I would do a Dino Crisis 3 for you guys. I hope they remake the game. Yeah, that is a brutal, tortured game. And Silent Hill 4 has the rabbit. Okay, Silent Hill 4 does have the rabbit. Horror Fan says, advice for a girlfriend who hates when I game. I tried to show her Resident Evil and she won't watch. Sucks, man. Well, you know, hates when you game in general or hates when you just play Resident Evil? Because if she likes gaming, then maybe you should play something that she likes. So you can play together. If you're playing by yourself, you can play whatever you want. But John said, also, we are safe from Corona at home streaming. All major events canceled. No worries, you guys have us. Yeah, we are here. unaffected by that stuff. Carly McAdams says Silent Hill 4 The Room is so different from the rest of the series. Yeah, it's definitely something we're going to have to touch on. Hockey Fan says Silent Hill 4 is really dope, very underrated. Yeah, we're going to do that now that now that we're doing 3. You know what I mean? It's like we're so far in it. We managed to finish all RE games before RE3 Remake. Yeah, probably. We probably will. Diamond Rattler, what's going on? Duke Nukem the Ass Kicker says The Last of Us Part 2. Yes. Could do something in The Last of Us Part 2. I'm really excited for it. Ireland is in bad shape currently. School's closed in a while and concerts canceled. Yeah, I heard. They canceled all in-person classes. Yeah, PlayStation Gamer E3 2020 has been canceled because of the coronavirus. So it is getting bad. Will you and John both stream your first playthrough of R3 separate, or will the first playthrough be together? It's going to be together, Henry. And yeah, Shadow King, that's all you can pretty much hear about. So we're going to try to, well, obviously acknowledge it if people mention it in the chat of how shitty it is. But yeah, we're not going to be one of those YouTube channels that just talks about Corona. Juan says, Ant, Resident Evil 9 better be about new virus, and that could be the coronavirus. Way to tie it into Resident Evil 1. If there was one person that could do it, it'd be you. Yeah, that's what it should be. Resident Evil 9. It seems to target select people. Well, that's some fucking movie shit. Does anyone beat RE2 while taking less than 14,000 steps? I don't think I've done that yet. I never platinumed RE2. Life just got in the way, and I got distracted by a million different things, and that's it. I never got the platinum. Arab Money says, if your town shuts all the stores down, will you be able to get the RE3? Well, I'm getting the collector's edition shipped, so whether or not that ships or not, due to it, is, that could happen. But we're going to be getting it, digitally, if the case where, stores are closed by April 3rd. We are less than a month away, but things can get worse between now and then. So unless it affects us directly, I don't know. Carly, I don't know if it's man-made. That I don't know. $5 super chat from John Lemley. It says, dinosaurs in space. I can see how Dino Crisis 3 failed. Yes. Dino Crisis 3 definitely failed. That was not a good look for them at all. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Capcom should delete Dino Crisis 3 from canon and make the proper Dino Crisis 3 Regina older and more badass. I agree, Carol. That could have been awesome. Any horror games that has a rabbit, if you definitely should not take the game seriously as a horror game, says one. PlayStation Gamer says, so the enemies will cough and sneeze and players in Resident Evil 9 and the game will be over. Yeah, that's all it'll take. Fairly Fix says, I don't watch NBA, but hearing the season was canceled shocked me. I wonder what the Olympics in Tokyo will be. Yeah, I think everything like that is just going to be like shit canned because they can't risk it. It's too much of a risk. If anything, the Olympics will be postponed. Here, R3 Remake demo March 20th. That's what we're hearing, Shy Boy. We're living in Resident Evil 8 at the moment, since we're a global viral outbreak. Yes, we are living in that. They won't be canceled. There's too much money invested. Yeah, it really depends on, what they end up doing. I feel like money isn't even a concern anymore. They'll just cancel it. If I hear Resident Evil 3, or where are we here? Oh, hey, Ant, do you plan on doing any new Let's Plays on the channel? Yeah, I definitely would probably do like a Let's Play of Resident Evil 3 remake. That'd be really cool, like after a live stream, you know what I mean? I also do a traditional Let's Play, do something different with it. That'd be great. I would love to do that. Kevin Velez says, dude, I'm waiting for that demo of the Resident Evil 3, man. It's killing me. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Mr. Fox says, hey, what's up, Ant? Let's see. Tommy says, will you pass the controller to John while during the RE3 Remake stream if it's your first time playing the game? Yeah, we'll figure something out. PlayStation Gamer says, go back and platinum it then. Yeah, I should. I really should. Go back. Yeah, I gotta go platinum it. Johns just says, just want to say, Reggie stopped 2020. Yeah, Reggie's a piece of shit. Bruce says, RE2 Remake, no item box runs are fun. Yeah, that's it's the real survival mode right there. Rabbit's name is Robbie from Silent Hill, I believe. Um, Remember Resident Evil 6 and Chris was the C virus? Now that stands for Corona. Yeah, now that game now it's like you can't unsee that, you know? Do you think the characters do you think we will get any RE characters in Resistance? I don't know. No, nope. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Broadway says, you think the clock tower is in? No. I don't think it's in, but if it is in, it might be a smaller portion of it. PlayStation Gamer, I'm waiting the classic characters in Resistance. Yeah, that'd be great. Shadow King, what's going on? Says, hey, Anthony. Can't wait for warm weather. Well, actually, today in South Jersey is beautiful outside, so I'm going to try to enjoy the day today and go out, maybe go to a record store and just relax and enjoy it, because normally I'd be checking into a hotel right now, checking into the Crown Plaza. Um, Still waiting for Outbreak Remake, says Mr. Ninja Freak. Yeah, eventually. Um, C Virus must have been what's creating the Juavo. Spaceway says, yo, would you ever stream Lost in Vivo? I'm not sure what that is, but if it's horror, then it's always on the table. Hey, you guys should do a Let's Play Resident Evil 2 Remake and all the Dead Space games, or maybe the Dead Rising games, and just asking, sorry for asking so much. No, don't be sorry. Well, here's the thing. We have Dead Rising playthroughs and live streams on the channel in the archive. We have Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising Case West, and Case Zero even. So we did all of that, and we did Dead Space 1 in the past. So, and everything can always be brought back, and we can play it again if there's a demand for it. In the meantime, though, check out those playlists on the channel, and you'll know that they're there, and you can watch them. They canceled RE3 because of the offensive to the people who got the C virus. They wouldn't do that, Dylan. They wouldn't do that. They got to understand it's a game. What system are you playing RE3 on? I'm going to be playing it on PS4, Xbox, and PC. But my collector's edition is Xbox, so I'll be mostly playing it on Xbox. So yeah, that's the plan. It's when we're under a tornado watch. Oh shit, Trainwreck. That's crazy. Callis says, like already. Yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up this video if you haven't yet. We appreciate the likes. That definitely helps us out a lot. All you guys that are in the chat right now. We would appreciate that. You ever played Onimusha? Yes. Actually, I finally was... Shout out to Steve Robinson, who also is the one who designed the channel artwork and everything like that. And the artwork and everything. Good friend of the show. And good friend in general. And he actually gave me the Switch port of that, the physical Switch port, which is awesome because it was only on PlayAsia, and I did play it, and I really enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed that game. So John Limley says, for how much of the game do you think Nemesis will follow you in Resident Evil 3 Remake? I know it will be heightened from the original game, but don't have a clue about a percentage. Well, the percentage is, like how much he's going to be in the game. That's going to be very interesting. I do think he's going to be there probably more. Definitely going to be more of a nuisance, a pain in the ass. So I think he's going to be in it for a decent amount of the game. If he didn't, I'd be kind of disappointed, to be honest with you. Ancient Dolphin from the 70s says, would you play a Lego Resident Evil trilogy? I know I would. That would be amazing, and I would play it. As long as there's no ducks in there. Excited to play the new Jill. Design looks great. I agree, Tommy. I am not in the majority of people that shit on her new design. I do like the new design, so I don't I don't really think it's a problem. Where are we here? Dylan says, the more I watch the trailer and gameplay, the more I recognize which areas are from the original, and it seems like they kept a lot of the same environments, which I love. Yeah, it seems, I agree. It seems that they're keeping a lot of that and they're adding more to the city, so it's still like you can explore a little bit, but it's not open world. So, I'm really happy about that. Jay Blackburn says, possibly everything from what we've seen so far from R3 takes place before the trains got moving, from the exception of the hospital, so maybe the clock tower will be in it. It could be out of order. It could be in a different order than what we remember. And so I think they mentioned a lot of curveballs, a lot of things changing in the initial game in regards to what people know. So, definitely always possibility, but I'm still sticking to our prediction here. Stan Vlad says, have you ever played Bloodborne? I haven't. People are saying I should, but I've never got into those games. But I've heard, yeah, the soundtrack's great. And Henry says he loves Bloodborne and the combat and the soundtrack is good. Onimusha is another Capcom favorite franchise of mine next to Resident Evil, says Kevin. Well, that's awesome. How's Brad going to die? What do you think? Well, tentacles through the body seems to be what's going around, that he is going to die because the ESRB kind of spoiled it. But tentacle through something. That's all I'm going to say. If you get RE3 Remake, you're going to play on easy? No, we're going to play on hardcore. Confirmed you started the machine gun on assisted mode of RE3. Yes, that is true. That came out with the last embargo that was lifted from the people that played it. The only thing that was falsely put out on the internet was because of a crappy journalist, and we're not going to name any names, but on one of the outlets of magazines and stuff like that, they said that Nemesis can break through save room doors, which is not real, which is why we didn't really do a video on it. Me and John may still talk about it in a podcast, but it was false. The person mistook a room that wasn't a safe room as a safe room, and that's how that confusion came, and then a bunch of clickbait shit came out, so it's not real. Space Caesar says, Anthony, I'm asking you to do this because you work at Best Buy. My question is, when you pre-order Resident Evil 3 Remake at Best Buy with the disc, will the disc be in the Steelbook or will it come separate? It will come separate. The disc does not come in the Steelbook. The Steelbook is a separate case that you can then put the game in or just keep it on the shelf if you choose. Brittany Kempf says, I think her outfit is practical and badass. I agree. John Lemley says, I think the new Jill design is good, but her classic one definitely fits the time the game takes place more. Well, that's interesting. I definitely like her classic outfit the best. I'm not going to lie. I love the mini skirt, or, the mini skirt / shorts that she has now. Whatever you want to call it, I'm still happy that they have it. Do you think Resident Evil 3 Remake would get multiple lockpicks and bolt cutters? Possibly. Resident Evil plays. I would like her to just have one lockpick, possibly, because why wouldn't she have a fucking lockpick in this situation? Bolt cutters for bigger things, yeah. We have already kind of seen that in the little bits of gameplay. Nemesis comes to Resistance, I'll be happy to play it. One Punch Man, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll enjoy it because he probably will be in there. I just think they're withholding a lot of that stuff until we see, get our hands on it. I looked at the website and it said that Steelbook will come with the game. Yeah, it'll come with the game at Best Buy, but the disc is not inside the game. Like, again, I work at Best Buy. I know how a lot of these Steelbooks work. You have to pre-order it. If you don't pre-order it, they're not just going to have the Steelbook there unless they have more Steelbooks just sitting there that weren't part of the pre-orders. So you need to pre-order it. You need to make sure that you get that. And I still have a Steelbook right over there on the shelf that's just empty and sealed. So that's how they're sold. Maybe not sealed, but they're empty. I think I'll start hardcore this time. I wish I would have for the first run of Remake 2. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do it now. Hey, Real Boys, what's going on? Mr. Fox says, her new outfit looks like the new Tomb Raider outfit. Similar, but not, I don't think so. Are you disappointed that there isn't a live selection? I would have liked it to have been incorporated some way, to be honest with you. If there's more stuff that's kind of yanked out of the game, then it might alter my opinion of it, but I'm not too disappointed in the live selection. Dolphin from the 70s says, imagine walking into a save room and seeing Nemesis sitting there saving his adventure on the typewriter. That'd be amazing. So we're getting 2 game cases. We're getting one game case, but if you're at Best Buy, you can get the Steelbook in addition to the normal case. But yes, you'll be getting 2 cases. You'll have a normal case, and then you'll have a Steelbook case. I hope Nemesis has his multiple transformations. If not, I'll be super pissed, says Stan. No, I agree. I think they got to stick with those multiple transitions with Type 2 and Type 3. If there's 4 types of Nemesis, I'll be happy. You know, any way they want to spin it, you know, that'd be great. You got to try to get the first Remothered game sequel's going to come out this year. I don't know what that is. I think the lockpick in R3 will be the lockpick in Remake for the 2 lower difficulties, but on hardcore they might have limited use, says John Lemley. That's a good theory. That'd be challenging. Yorosai says, I'm dying for that demo. I'm going to play it to the ground like I did the R2 remake. Yeah, you have to. You got to play it. Play it to death. Dylan says, I hope they add ammo. Pressing machine on hardcore, so you can't blend ammo anywhere at any time like the original. Interesting. So, like, you need the ammo tool. I don't know if they're going to do that, only because they've taken that out since RE7 when they brought it back. So, does Nemesis use the inventory box also? Yeah, I know, Space User. That's just the way they do it. That Silverstein long sleeve shirt is pretty neat. It is U.S. clothing brand. It is it's a band, actually. So it's Silverstein's a band, and it's got logo on it. It's got a broken heart, a knife, a rose, a skull. Same thing on this sleeve here. I got this on their Dead Reflections tour. It's a band, and yes, I love this. I love this shirt. Yeah, Carly. Carly's right. Leave the thumbs up. I know I got about 89 of you in the chat right now. It's not like we planned this. We didn't announce it to the world and the interwebs that I'm going to be live. This is kind of more spontaneous. But again, I couldn't. I didn't really plan for my day to be canceled like this. So, or my weekend rather. Do you think we're going to get more costumes, including the OG Polygon ones, like in Resident Evil 2 Remake? Says Christian AYS. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be really cool. I'd really like that. I mean, if you did it for 2, why can't you fucking do it for 3? Hey, Aunt, would you win a fight? Or who would win a fight? Would I win a fight? Who would win a fight, Mr. X or Nemesis? Nemesis. Any concerns about the virus pushing back release? It seems to have everybody spooked, says John Hammonds. No, I don't think so. I don't see why. Thank you, Resident Evil Plays, for the like. I don't see why. Because it's so, like, far in production, it's probably done at this point. So, you know what I mean? Tommy says, I certainly hope we get more costumes in the future. One unlockable one, and it would be a bit disappointing. I agree. Stan says, you and Callie should cosplay as Chris and Jill, and John will be Barry. Yeah, we could probably plan that for a con or something. That'd be great. John Lemley says, I could see the ammo mixing on hardcore mode working with Bioshock, where you can only do it in select points, and it won't work again at a certain point. That'd be cool. See, that would be cool if they added that for a challenge just for this game. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, is changed, that could be something I could see them doing. Arab Money 369 says, any Resident Evil tattoos? No, not yet. No tattoos as of yet. However, when the time's right and I feel like it's necessary, I'll do that. Carlos says, hey, Anthony, do you guys on Game Complainers really dislike Sony? No, we definitely don't like Sony's decisions. And, to say I dislike Sony, that's definitely not, like, true. I mean, I definitely like Sony, but they've made a lot of bad decisions, and I'm not a fan of the Pro. They kind of really ripped us off this generation. So, and I own all their stuff. So if I own their stuff, I can talk shit about it, because I played it as a customer. And my opinion is that their recent stuff has been shit. Now, if their PS5 wows me and it comes out, big dick swinging, you know what I mean? They come out with everything they need. Great. But yeah, Sony has really disappointed us. I've enjoyed my Xbox a lot more. recently. So yes, and Perry definitely does not like Sony. But again, Perry still will play. So see, like we'll talk shit about all companies if they do stupid shit. But actually, yeah, it's like it's just one of those things, man. It's like disappoint everyone, and but we definitely or dislike a lot of the decisions we made. And the PS4 Pro is a piece of shit. All right, I'm just gonna say that right now. That's a really bad console. So Scott says video game sales are going up because of virus. Probably because people are just going to stay home and buy shit digitally. So I think if anything, digital sales will go up if they don't want to go out to the store. Do you think you'll be able to explore Jill's apartment early in the game, Cam? I think so. I think so. I think that might be the opening. Tommy says, is this stream sponsored by Pepsi? No, it's not actually. I don't have any drink right around me. If anything, it's sponsored by water because that's what I have on me right now. Mr. Ninja Freak says, if Jill doesn't use her lockpick, I'll riot. Well, she will. VMAX says, do you think Hunk will make a small, short cameo, or you think it will be the OG with the epilogue file? I don't think he's going to make a cameo. Maybe a file, but if he makes a cameo, that would be very crazy. That'd be really cool to do that. I'm not worried about not being able to get RE3 at launch because of the pandemic. Well, get it digitally when in doubt, and just get your physical copy later. That's what I would recommend doing. Yeah, you got to double dip, but I mean, do you have a choice? Like, if you can't leave, it depends on your town, your situation. A-Rod Money says PS5 or Xbox Series X. Probably the Series X for me. Horror Fan says, are you a fan of Scream Factory and Arrow and boutique labels? Yes, Scream Factory and Arrow. You see all those Blu-rays back there. There's plenty of Scream Factory Blu-rays in that collection there. John Hammond says, those who bought the product should rag on it if it's bad. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one thing if, like, we don't buy the consoles and then we're just kind of talking out of our ass, you know what I mean? It's like if one of your friends, like, they don't see a movie, but they, like, hear all the bad reviews. They're like, oh, that movie sucks. Well, did you see it? No. Well, how do you know it sucks? Well, I don't know. But, you buy it. I have the Switch and the PS4 Pro literally in a line on my shelf. So you play them all and then you judge them all, basically, what you like more. What performs better on 4K? I have a 4K TV. So that also is a judge as well, because, you don't want to buy these consoles again for 4K and they can't perform 4K properly. I think that's a bunch of shit, and that's why I think people have a right to complain about resolution and graphics when it comes to the consoles. But yeah, John Hammond's right about that. I'm actually going to grab a water, so 1 second. All right, so I had to grab water. Let's see. Where are we at in the chat? If I were getting RE3 Remake, getting a digital like RE2, well, at least you get the cool theme. Are you going to play Last of Us 2 on the channel? Says 26 WrestleMania. Possibly. I'm thinking about it. I did a Let's Play on The Last of Us in 2013. And, it was before the remastered came out. It was before any of that shit came out on the PS4. It was like on the original 30 frames, PS3. So, we'll see. It's definitely better than a normal PS4. Well, it is, but they both sound like jet engines, so that's another problem. It is me, Jay Chip Show. What's going on? Jay Blackburn says, hope we get an epilogue of the characters in RE8. Well, that'd be great. Maybe they can explain fucking Ethan's hands. Horror Fan says, what if RE3 turns out bad? Any fear at all? I'm sure it'll be great, though. There's always a fear in there, especially because the stakes are so high and expectations are so high. But, I mean, it's never impossible for stuff to come out and just be completely bad. But I trust Capcom because they've got RE2. Whew, sorry. Didn't want to sneeze into the mic. So, where are we here? Jeremy Moore says, hey, Anthony, if they do a spin-off game, would you like the main character to be Jill and Claire working together? That'd be great. I would just love to see Jill in general again, to be honest with you. Emergency U says, hey, just jumping in. Anyways, hey, Anthony, what do you think is better based on second scenarios, RE2 or RE2 Remake? I'm currently playing Leon B on Remake, and it's far shorter than I thought. Definitely the original Resident Evil 2, not the Remake 2, in regards to scenarios. Definitely everything works better in the original way that it was presented to us back in the 90s. De London says, Ant's calling, let's party. Eric C, what's up? One Punch Man said, had to pay $137 just to replace my fan on my PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro is only 10% more powerful than the PS4. What a joke. One Punch Man, you said it all. That's seriously the problems that I have with these That's why it's like, if you're coming out with two consoles, come out with the two consoles from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, don't have us, like, rebuy it again. Because that's, like, a really shitty thing for the company to do, and it's not even worth it. I hope someone makes a mod of Mikhail as a zombie with his shirt over his head doing yeah, that's gonna happen. Any chance he'll pick up Doom Eternal? The 2016 reboot was great. A-Rab, I love the 2016 reboot, and yes, I'm gonna be getting Doom Eternal on the Xbox. RE3 Remake, you want an apocalyptic zombie world? It's all yours. Yes, now we're living in it. Do you still play Last of Us multiplayer? I used to a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I got the platinum on that game, so if anyone that knows those the platinum and all the trophies underneath the platinum that don't count towards the platinum, I got everything, all the multiplayer. So I used to play that shit like crazy, and I was a big fan of it. And to be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that it's not going to be in the second one. Tommy says, do you think the Magnum will return? Maybe another weapon like the mine launcher. I would like them to do that, especially the Magnum. I want to see Leon in more RE games. Well, Shadow Link, he's in so many. So I don't know why you want to see him in more. He's in like a million. Let's see. I hope that for RE8 that they go third person instead of first person like RE7. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, Christian, if the leaks are true. But we'll see. Our Fan for Life says, been playing RE7 again and actually liking it a lot more this time. I just accept the Hills of Eyes or Evil Dead vibe and just go with it. Well, I'm going to be replaying it shortly to revisit it after a few years. So, you know, who knows how I feel about it then. Johnny Waves says, hey, bro, what's up? Have you seen the fan-made statue of Nemesis head? It looks awesome. If not, check it out here. Biohazard Declassified Facebook page posted on March 19th. Well, I'm going to have to check that out. Ronan says, I really hope after the train crash, the second section of the game is nice and long. It should be. I hope it's longer. Do you think they remake Code Veronica, they would implement the dodge from RE3? I don't know. That's a really good question. I guess it just depends on what they're doing with it. But Mr. Fox has a loaded question. Not really, I'm kidding. What's your top 5 RE characters? Definitely Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield. I'd say Jill Valentine, Chris, no particular order, but obviously Jill's my favorite. Jill, Chris, Barry, Wesker, and I'd have to say Leon. Leon will be there. The PS5 is in the new Xbox would be the same thing with the PS4 and the Xbox One did. Yeah, they could do the same thing, Stan. I don't know. J Chip Show said, if Capcom called you right now and said, should we do Resident Evil 8 or Code Veronica Remake, what would you pick? Probably Remake. Code Veronica Remake. Wait, no multiplayer in Last of Us 2? Yes, Mr. Fox. Naughty Dog has come out and cut it out of the game. Now, unless they added it back in the delay, but I doubt it. They actually already been pretty public with that. Hopefully the coronavirus doesn't delay RE3. I don't think it will, guys. J-Chip Show says, I do like Resident Evil 7, but it's definitely one of those Resi games that I don't often replay, but I might soon. Yeah, we got to do it for the Legacy series, so obviously, you know, we'll be playing it. Hi, remember when Resident Evil 3 Original was on par with Parasite Eve 2 and Dino Crisis 2? I hope there's a chance of the remake of those two as well. Yeah, I mean, the Dino Crisis remake, hopefully we actually get something soon, you know? Well, we don't know. $5 super chat. I had my mom call me, but I'm back. Well, thank you, John Lemley, for coming back. Thank you for your super chat and your support. Your picks are very specific to one, then Leon. Yeah. Well, I was gonna either put Leon or Claire, but I don't know. It depends on. See, I gotta like make a constructed list. I can't like 5 is hard. It's like 10 is a little bit easier, but I do like Resident Evil 1. J Chip's top 5 is Leon, Chris, Barry, Jill, and Wesker. Very good top 5. Would you be open to a RE in space? Serious question. No, I don't think it belongs in space. I don't want it in space. Jason went to space, horror fan, and we know how that ended up. And I think also Leprechaun went in space, and you know, I don't think Chucky went in space, but there's a lot of space going on. It would be great to get a B-roll for a zombie movie. Oh, with the coronavirus stuff going on, Unbound, yeah. RE4 remake or Code Veronica remake? I think Code Veronica remake. Have you played Terminator Resistance? It's good. I haven't. Perry played it on PC, and he said it's really good. And apparently the physical copy of that game is going for some money now, which that's surprising. Apparently it was a limited run. Do you think RE is more scary with new characters than recurring Rambo characters? Well, it depends what you mean by Rambo characters. I mean, I know what you mean by that, but I think any scenario can be scary. It just depends on the writing and what they decide to do. You know, I know some characters can be looked at as heroes and it might not be as scary, but I know what you mean. If you have a newer character that's kind of stripped down, doesn't have past experiences under their belt, that definitely would make it more scary. If it's not Ethan, that is. Have you played? I already read that. Another $2 super chat from John Lemley. Jason X is the best Jason, though. Hey, it's the best part about that movie is the face smashing scene in the ice, where she freezes her face and smashes it on the table, and it's just face salad all over the table. Um, I do miss Mercenaries mode. F for real. RE and Code Veronica remake. I want Dino Crisis remake. Yeah, a lot of people want that Dino Crisis remake. Um, I would love a Parasite Eve remake, says Mr. Fox. Parasite Eve remake would be great. Are you going to play 3 or Resistance? We're going to be playing both on the long stream, on the 48-hour stream that we're going to be doing after the Legacy series. So we're going to be playing both. Henry says, got to run, but I'm glad I stopped in live this time. See ya, Henry. Jason says, I'm not sure if they could make Alfred Ashford a cross-dresser in the remake and get away with it. I wonder how they would spin that as well. Wackalock, $2 super chat. Anthony, a.k.a. Seth, the Messiah Rollins. I don't know the reference to that, but thank you for that super chat. VMAX says, do you think it will be legit to have a playable Albert Wesker portion of the story in Code Veronica, or at least something like For Survivor for him? Yes, I think that'd be really cool, just to explain Wesker's story. Stan says, Resident Evil 1 has Night of the Living Dead vibes mixed with kind of an 80s horror. Resident Evil 4 has a Texas Chainsaw Massacre mixed with the invasion of the Body Snatchers, and Resident Evil 7, Blair Witch, Texas Chainsaw, and Hills of Eyes. Yeah, definitely all influenced by American horror, no doubt. It's not like certain things that they've done haven't been done before, but we like it for what it is. So, it's great that they have that there. For Friday the 13th Remake was really good. When are we getting the new Friday the 13th? Well, whenever the lawsuit ends, which we might see that in June. They might settle in court. We don't know. We really don't know. Code Veronica Remake has to happen. So much potential, says Ronan. Yeah, so much potential, especially now while you're building momentum with 3. The Evil Within 3 and Revelations 3, what do you think? Probably Revelations 3. SS Deity, what's going on? Brittany Kemp says, if you had the funding to make a Resident Evil movie, would you get the LTR community to make your movie? Yes. If I had the funding, I would find people that actually could work on productions, and I would hire all of you that are worthy. Only the ones that are worthy, though. Speaking of which, loving the Jason and Freddy poster you got back there. Are you Team Jason or Team Freddy? Well, probably. I love both, but I'd probably say Team Freddy. But if you're saying Team Jason, Michael, or Freddy, if you put Michael in the mix, Michael Myers is my favorite. That's why I should use Rebecca again. been through things, but not literal superhero. That's true. They could. I mean, Vendetta, they just made her more behind the scenes. Emac rules. What's up, man? So hyped for RE3 and Resistance. Just looks whack. Oh, not for Resistance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be good. It could be good. I hope it is. I hope it's not disappointing, but we'll see. Oh, he's a wrestler, Seth Rollins. Okay, sorry. I know now. I know the name. Jay Chipster says, if someone asks you why does the RE fandom praise RE4 being the best Resident Evil franchise, what would you tell them? I'd be like, well, it's the one that most people felt like they could have easily jumped into playing it in a new style. I think the new style played a big part in that. Donzi says, hey, all sexy people, love your channel. John and Anthony, love you guys. Will the demo be out next week? Yes. Yes, it will. Jason says, one-time machines are available. Will you go back in time and film any Resident Evil Midnight release, or go to every Resident Evil Midnight release? Yes, I would. I actually would. Carly McAdams says, Anthony, you do an amazing Solid Snake impression. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Horror Fan for Life says, damn director for Resident Evil reboot, and why? Dream director. Damn director. Dream director. It's a good question. It's a really good question. Alive or dead? You know, obviously I would love George Romero to actually do it, but you know, James Wan would be nice if they actually got him behind, not just producing but directing. Well, definitely, obviously a demo. Where do you think PT would rank on the Silent Hill for the Silent Hill games if it was finished? PT would probably rank on like my top 5, probably. I mean, I haven't played all of them, but PT would rank pretty high. Have you seen the Epic Spawn MK11 gameplay? Yes, John did show me that after the stream. One Punch Man said, "What's wrong with Umbrella?" VMAX says they made another remake of Resident Evil 1. Do you think they would implement Lisa Trevor as a pursuer type, more like Mr. X, and less like Nemesis and R3? That's a good question. Actually, I would think they would go with that route. That would be kind of cool to have Lisa like going around the mansion, make it more of like a fear in there. You know what I mean? Will the Dylan guy ever go on a stream? He has been on stream before when we did the RE board game stream for Halloween, this past Halloween in 2019. But yeah, he'll be coming on eventually to play one round of Umbrella Corps and then turn it off because he'll get pissed. Kill One Wesker with Birkin or Paul W.S. Anderson. RE3 campaign length predictions. Hopefully the same, if not longer, than RE2 Remake. Do you think they would make a game based off the books? I haven't read any. I would love them to make a game off the books. They're great. Definitely read them. I don't know if they'd ever make a game off it, though. How are you feeling about coronavirus? Things are getting intense here in the UK. Yes, things are getting intense here in the US, especially in the Jersey area. So, yeah, it's getting worse and worse. And we're here streaming through all of it. One second. All right. Sorry about that. Hannah and John, are you taking care of yourselves? Says Shadow Link. Yes, we are. Washing hands and just not 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 taking risks. Do you think it's worth getting the Steelbook? I think so. If you're a collector, um, What would you expect from Revelations 3? Probably just another thing that ties in the games, like ties 7 and 8 together or something like that, or takes place between 6 and 7. Something like that, you know what I mean? And what are your current top 3 games of all fucking time? All time. Shit. Well, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Remake. It'd probably all be Resident Evil games, but I have a lot of like. It depends on like where that stops. You know what I mean? Like, because there's so many fucking titles. Metal Gear Solid, the PS1 version. Let's see. Is there any news whether or not James Wan was involved in the Resident Evil reboot? Says Mitch. He was a good choice, but apparently he's no longer involved in the process. And then shortly after, we heard there was a TV show. So, Anthony, what do you think is better, Silent Hill 2 or RE2? I love Silent Hill 2. It's one of my top games now, but RE2 is definitely my favorite over it. Trabo, what's up, man? For these, John Carpenter, James Wan, James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, Eli Roth, and Ty West. Definitely John Carpenter. Because he's my favorite director. I already pre-ordered twice, and I just realized that the Steelbook comes separate, so I'll have 2 standard edition games and a Steelbook. Well, if you pre-ordered it, you should get the Steelbook, as long as you pre-ordered it. NBA did suspend the season. Stay safe inside gaming, Dwayne says. Yes, we will. Johnny Waves, Caliban Cove would be a sick game. J Chip Show says it would be really cool to explore the Spencer Mansion as a haunted house or haunted mansion type thing at a theme park. Oh, I love that. I would eat that up. Make a Resident Evil movie about one character, and who is it? Who is it? Probably Jill. Do you think Resident Evil 3 Remake is going to have a lot of replay value? Yes, I hope so. I hope so. Dwayne, we don't really have precautions in place of retail. It's just wash your hands. I mean, that's really it. Just fucking wash your hands and disinfect your area and clean, your area, that you're selling in, obviously, and don't shake hands, like little things like that. Yeah, be careful. She's unreliable, says Kama. RJ Diggs, what's up? You think the coronavirus thing is going to make any negative effects on RE3 Remake sales and distribution? Hopefully not. Anthony, what's your best time beating Remake? Probably hour 50. Hour 50. I had to do that for the trophy. Hope RE2 Remake will be longer than RE2. Still keeps the Clock Tower Park and Dead Factory. I hope it definitely stays long. So, what's the new RE timeline since the remakes are out? So 0, 1, 2, 3. They're pretty much going from the timeline. So they're keeping Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, but they're not including Code Veronica in the timeline. It doesn't seem so. Because according from the surveys they sent to the ambassadors, there's only a couple. Capcom TV said they're just trying to work in a new timeline, I guess. So, who knows what they're doing now. But what would you expect from Revelations 3? Well, hopefully a really good spin-off with, a character we haven't seen in a while. And agree with me on Keanu Reeves would make a fantastic remake Carlos. Yeah, Keanu could do it. I love Keanu. Jason Cole says, $5 super chat, first of all, so thank you for the super chat. He says, do you think Nemesis' final form will stay true to the original? By the way, I appreciate you guys and the whole community. Well, Jason, we appreciate you. And yes, I think that will stay true to the original, if not look even more badass now that the graphics look awesome. Will John be doing a RE5 stream co-op? That would be fun. Yes, Tommy, we're going to be doing that co-op. Same thing with 6 and Revelations 2. Pretty much all the games that can be co-op, we're going to be doing co-op on the Legacy series. J Chip Show says, what Capcom would have to do for you to walk away from the franchise? Put it in space? Mohammed, nice to see you too. Who is the most likable villain in Resident Evil, and why is it Lucas Baker? It's not Lucas, in my opinion. Likable villain? It's got to be Wesker, man. How can you not like him in that voice? It's so good. Carlos says Paul Davis Anderson wants to be involved in the Resident Evil TV show and consult so many. God have mercy on our souls if Alice shows up. Yeah, I heard about that. That's kind of a bummer. When you start hearing things like that, you start to get just like bummed out. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know, because it's like, guys, you could just like not include Paul Anderson and it'll be fine. 3 weeks off in your country due to the corona. Well, stay safe. At least enjoy it. Play some games. You know, just be safe. It could be a parasite, Muhammad. It could be something where they try to hatch something inside her and she has to throw it up for the drain demos. Dante says, hey, Anthony, will you down Nemesis on the times you fight him and get items off him? Yeah, I think so. I think I'll try. Will Corona have to change their name now? I don't know. That's a good question. I know their stocks drop because people are idiots and they think if you get a Corona beer, you're going to get the virus. People are fucking stupid. Will you make some sense of the demo to come out on the 20th because Doom Eternal comes out on that day? Well, that's just like the rumor. That's just like the leaks that are going around online. So there's nothing official until Capcom says, hey, it's coming out. But if it's coming out next week, Capcom will probably say something this week coming up. Marcus says, sup, Anthony? You excited? Almost there. Countdown to April 3rd. We're almost there, guys. What's up, Ghost? Great TV. I prefer Whisker with the American accent like in the original remake. Yeah, I like both. DC Douglas is awesome. Hey, what would you do if Capcom killed off your favorite RE character, for example, like Jill? I mean, it would really upset me, but as you know, it's not like she could be replaced, but as long as they, I mean, that would piss me off. But you know, Capcom has done some crazy shit, so we don't know. The coronavirus in the chat says C-Virus in Resi 8? Probably. Keep Paul W.S. Anderson away from the franchise. I agree, Mr. Fox. I agree. Favorite IPA in San Diego? We have some fire here. Plus legal weed. You guys do, actually. Lucky bastards. Not legal here in Jersey. Favorite IPA? I like Fat Tire. That's one of my favorite ones. Have you heard they got rid of multiple choice or live selection? Yes, they did. Buck, what's going on? What the fuck? Cheese Nip says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hi, Anthony. What's going on? Whoa, 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 whoa. Personal space. Do you think there'll be any other extra modes than Resistance? Probably not, unless they add more DLC and stuff like that. Yeah, unless they add more to it like they did with 2. But I don't think so, personally. Do you think there'll be a trailer in the demo like RE2's demo? Yeah, probably. Probably. J. Chipso says, if Jill were to have a kid, who would you want it to be the father? I don't know. Well, let's go with Chris, so he could be a boulder puncher. Do you think we're gonna see Barry at the end of RE3 remake scenario? Says Muhammad. I would hope to see Barry in some regard. I don't know if they're gonna work him into the ending. I don't think so, but I would like for them to mention him because how the fuck did he get out of the city? Hey, Anthony, is Nemesis going to be in the demo? Marcus Moore. Probably not. I think they would save that for the game. Kind of like how they saved Mr. X for RE2. Didn't RE2 Remake Steelbook come with the disc inside so that they wouldn't have to make... It did not come with the disc. It did not come with the disc. I'm telling you, I know this. I work at Best Buy, and those Steelbooks do not come with the discs. Let's see. Spin says, what is your thoughts on the Resident Evil Netflix series? Well, it seemed like an interesting concept to kind of keep the story going in a different direction, but now that Paul W.S. Anderson may be involved, I don't know how to feel about it, so until more stuff comes up. Dwayne says, have I missed the video, by the way? I heard that there was new gameplay footage. Hoping the video guys to go with you breaking it down, or is it only news? Dwayne, there was someone who was streaming it on Twitch. They were streaming it. It seemed to be a part of the game that we've seen before. Nothing too crazy. Just some different takeaways and stuff like that. So nothing yet. I walk away from the franchise. They remake RE6. Dion says, do you prefer timing dodge or button dodge for our Resident Evil 3 remake, like Revelations? I like the new Resident Evil 3 remake dodge, honestly. I don't know why they got rid of live selection in Zombie Slayer. Probably for the flow of it. John Lemley says, I know this has already been litigated to death, but how did Wesker escape the mansion after getting disemboweled before it blew up? Yeah, I mean, well, Umbrella Chronicles kind of shows you his escape and how he does, but yeah, he injects himself, and that's when he's superhuman. He escapes in the woods at the end. You see his eyes. He's like, no longer fucking human. I'm off to a doctor's appointment, says RJ. I probably have the T-virus. See ya. Well, good luck, man. Hope you're okay. Hey, Ant, who's your least favorite RE boss and favorite RE? Favorite RE boss is probably Type 2 Nemesis. Least favorite is Simmons from RE6. Will there be unlocks be available soon, or wait like the remake? Hopefully they're available right away, like just from playing it. Yeah, Tom Hanks does have the coronavirus, Cam. Apparently, hope he's okay. Since you work at Best Buy, the 4K discs dying? No. Actually, 4K discs and movies are still being bought a lot, so I don't believe physical media is dying. I think it's still going to be around for a little while, and, I think that stigma is fucking stupid. So, sorry if you feel that way, but I think it's ridiculous. RE3 Remake is the most anticipated game of all time. The original was my favorite. Yeah, man, I feel you on that. Seriously, I'm so excited. Are we running out of time for the pre-release demo? Probably next week. Rational. We got to find a name for the perfect dodge. We do. Can't get far without infinite ammo. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they might. I don't know. They might release them a little bit afterwards, so people just can't cheat their way in. But they might add it eventually. I only just got into 4K. Yeah, I now have a hefty 4K collection actually. Not hefty, but I have 4Ks now. I am getting 4Ks. I'm still getting Blu-rays because there's movies that obviously aren't on 4K, and there's weird obscure horror stuff that I like that isn't out. But when you buy the 4K, you get the Blu-ray, so it's like you get both. And for $5 more, usually you could just get the 4K, or $10 more, whatever the case may be. So, got an LG C9 OLED just for the major release this year. Bring it on! Oh man, you're gonna love that fucking thing on the OLED. The C9 is beautiful, Dwayne. Really great TV. I have a Sony 55-900E right here, and it's incredible. It still looks great. It's from 2016, but it's still amazing. It's $1,400 TV, so physical media will last as long as people buy it. It still has value for people that makes too much money to stop producing. I agree, John Lemley, and also keep in mind that not everyone has great internet everywhere. You know what I mean? You go to some of these places and you go vacation and you visit and you realize that some of the you get spoiled with good internet, but then you're in that one part of the area that doesn't have great internet, and there you go. Joey Moore says, could you do a stream or playthrough of RE4? Would love to see how you play. Well, yeah. I can always, eventually go back and stream some RE4, but I definitely did a back in 2015, I did a Resident Evil 4 Revisited with the PC version, and you can check that out. It's like a Let's Play. It's not like a live stream, but it's a Let's Play if you want to see how I play. John Lemley says, physical media. I already read that. Read that. No Nope says, you like Scream? I love Scream. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show off real quick. 1 second. So this is a Scream DVD set. It was released in 2000 at the end of Scream before they came out with 4, and I have them on Blu-ray, of course. But don't fuck with the original. That is signed by Sidney Prescott herself, Neve Campbell, and she is a doll. She is so sweet and so nice. And yes, and shout out to Danielle Harris, who also let me get a picture with her. I was working Danielle's table, and she walked me over, and I got a picture with her, and I was so starstruck because I have Danielle Harris, who I've like grew up like loving, and just in everything, all the Halloweens, and she's taking a picture with my phone of Nev Campbell, and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Such a great moment. Such a great moment for me. Hey, what games are you into? Well, I'm into Resident Evil, obviously. I'm into Siphon Filter, Metal Gear Solid. I'm into Halo, Gears of War, Left 4 Dead. All right. So I'm in a couple different games. Uh, been playing RE1 Remake with Dolby Atmos soundbar. They made a custom mode for the 3D sound. It's awesome. Did they really? I didn't even know they did that. That's fucking cool. That's actually really fucking cool, Dwayne. Your thoughts on the new Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix? Me and my girl saw it in theaters twice. Loved it. Mitch, I loved it. I actually saw it with no expectations because I kind of go in without seeing trailers, anything, and I fucking loved it. It was great. I definitely want it on 4K. VMAX says, do you think Ari Survivor remake would be cool? I think a reimagining of The Undertaker, aka Trash Sweepers, would be pretty awesome. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did it right. If they did it right, you know, they could make it, but like again, just don't have Ark Thompson in it. John Lemley says the first two Scream movies are good, but great, but I can't take 3 or 4. I love 3. I like them all, John Lemley, but yeah, I could see that 1 and 2 are definitely the better ones. Zombie Slayer JLB says, as a YouTuber, do you hate answering the same questions? No, I actually don't. You know, I it happens a lot, you know, with people jumping in chat at different times and comments and stuff like that. But no, I think just replying to them and with the same response, you know, or similar response is fine. Morning, Jason. But no, it doesn't really get tiring because, you know, it's a good problem to have. The fact there's 100 of you in the chat right now. If I live streamed like a year ago, around this time, I probably would have only gotten like 20 people. You know what I mean? So the growth is good, and it's a good problem to have. So no. Resident Evil Afterlife looks great on 4K. What's your thoughts on the film? P.S. Love Scream. Thoughts on the film Afterlife? It's a shitty film, but yes, they do visually look great on 4K for sure. I saw all of them in theaters though. Okay, Anthony. Last question: when you get your Steelbook from Best Buy, will it be sealed or unwrapped? It will be unwrapped. It will not be sealed. So just make sure there's no damage on it. Sometimes they do get damaged in shipping because they are fucking steel, but Capcom doesn't seal them, or the distributor doesn't seal them. So, Benovsky says, okay, gotta go. I'm gonna go play RE4 for the 1000th time. See ya, man. See ya, man. Do you like the Dead Space games? I love Dead Space. Love Dead Space to death. Do you like zombies, or is it a coincidence? I love zombies. Wow, Siphon Filter, that's a classic. Yes, actually. So I love Siphon Filter. Do you play different zombie games? Kinda, yeah. I play Left 4 Dead, and yeah, Left 4 Dead is really the only zombie game I play that I could think of off the top of my head. Speaking of Siphon Filter, I love the Sony to reboot the series. I wish they would do that. I wish they would do something with that, but they're not, unfortunately. Dwayne's got the Sony HT8500, and Sony did a game specifically with the PS4 and 2.1. That's fucking awesome, man. Enjoy that. Pineapple says Resident Evil fans told me that every game released is a fake miniature version of their open world secret visions. Hit that like button. Thumbs up, says Tommy. Yes, hit that thumbs up. We appreciate that. I remember the old Jill Sandwich, so I'm happy that the channel's grown. Yes, and before Jill Sandwich, it was Resident Evil 9888 with a bunch of 8s. But yes, it has, which is great. I watched a screenshot vid, guys, that Hunter Gamma is replacing the Gravedigger, but remember, Capcom confirmed the Mutant Worm is coming back in RE3 Remake. What do you think? It might, or it might be cut down, but yeah, the Gravedigger could definitely come back. I would love to see the Gravedigger come back. Why do you bite me? Kyle, welcome to Zombie. Thank you for being a member and supporting us. Shout out to Kyle. Could you do a worst or best list of all the RE games? We're going to do a tier list soon once RE3 Remake comes out individually. When going through doors, sounds like they close behind you. Yes, they do. But the Atmos, I mean, that's like, that's what it does. It simulates that, which is fucking great, man. I'm happy you're enjoying that. John Jerome. Shout out to John Jerome. John Jerome. What's going on, man? He says, what's up, man? Do you know if Best Buy is doing pre-orders for just the Steelbook? Not just the Steelbook. It's got to be the full game, man. And then you'll get the Steelbook. From what I heard, the RE reboot is still being made onto a film. Director of 47 Meters Down and Strangers Prey at Night is directing it. I like Strangers Prey at Night. I've never seen 47 Meters Down, but that's interesting. They're doing a movie and a show at the same time. But I mean, I guess if that's what they're doing, Gravedigger could be a boss for Carlos Ronan. It could. Dion says RE Umbrella Corps or similar might be clunky or on gameplay as an on-rail shooter, but that's the closest you get to every piece of RE story. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, like Umbrella Chronicles. Hey, Ant, are you going to Get Damer in 1988 when it comes out? I actually have it on my PC already. I haven't played it, though. Headphones or surround sound? Definitely surround sound. I like surround sound. I have a surround sound system, so I don't know. That's just me. What aspect of RE3 Remake are you most looking forward to? Most looking forward to is seeing the characters expanded and seeing a lengthier escape for that whole thing. Adam B says, I'm a big gun guy, so also a mega zombie guy. Therefore, me and my friends always joke about a zombie plan, even though it won't happen. So do you and John and the crew have a zombie outbreak plan? We don't have an outbreak plan. We should really start building a bunker where our studio is just to make it get ourselves prepared. What do you think is on a Jill sandwich? It's got to be bacon, right? Like bacon's got to be on there. I feel like it's just essential. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. It's almost like a BLT, but not. You should have some kind of like turkey, maybe like some turkey. Maybe I'm thinking of like what I want right now. I'm looking forward to the new TVs. I'm looking at the 8K, but is it really necessary right now? Not really. These new consoles are going to be upscaling to 8K when they come out this fall. However, a lot of the 8K TVs are only really like upscaling it. It's not true 8K yet. Like you can get true 4K now with the gaming. So it's going to be a little bit. RE2 Remake was a 2-hour segment of an open world game featuring many areas such as patrol station subways. I don't know what that means. I'm waiting for your video, guys. The Hunter A vs. Liquor. Yeah, Muhammad, we're going to be doing the Hunter vs. Liquor. We're going to be waiting to see how the Hunters are in RE3, though, because when RE3 got announced, we kind of delayed that video. We got a linear demo instead of the final product. I see what you're saying. The Gravedigger might be a surprise, says Marcus. Joey Moore says, when I seen the trailer of Evil Within and got scared of it, then around a year later it came out and I watched YouTube play it and I loved it. I loved Evil Within. I didn't beat the second one, though. I have it over there, though. Still sealed. Hey, Ant, do you think they would add new guns in RE3 Remake? Yeah, I think so. I think they might add something new. We do have the Glock and stuff like that Jill has, so I think they might add that. John Lemley says, while Wes Craven is unfortunately gone, do you think that Nightmare on Elm Street could successfully be rebooted in a way that would match the quality of 1 and 3? Or will the IP slowly fade away? I hope it doesn't fade away. It's been fading away. It's been 10 years, and I hated that fucking remake. But I think with the right people, John Lumley, I think they can really do it right. Even with Wes being gone, unfortunately. Rest in peace. Are you going to play an Xbox or PlayStation? Or are you going to get a Xbox or PlayStation? I'm probably going to get both eventually. But probably going to get the Series X first. Because that is, it's going to be a big console, so. All right, so I'm going to go in about another 10 minutes, guys, until I got to get out of here. So any other questions that you have, let me know. And um, we'll make sure they're answered. And that's the point of all of these. The dream costume for Resident Evil 3 Remake is Jill sandwich. It comes with a mustard gun instead. That'd be great. No says, you ever tried Dead by Daylight? I like the F13 game, but it's very boring despite all the cool types. I haven't tried Death by Daylight. Jill's new pistol sound has that nice meaty sound. I can't wait to start taking out the undead. Me too. Thoughts on Series X? I think it looks great. I don't mind the design. I think it's going to be a powerhouse of a console, and I'm looking forward to Halo. I didn't mind Jackie or Haley as Freddy. Got only good thing they got, if they ask me. Yeah, he was okay, but yeah, it was really like the writing that fucked that movie. Did Konami say anything about new Silent Hill? I knew if they make another Silent Hill, they need Team Silent. I know that there's 2 games apparently being developed, but I don't think they're going to be getting Team Silent. But who knows? Are you going to show your Resident Evil collection room in a video in the near future? Yes. There's 2 different locations that you see here on the channel. One being Dustin's studio, and one being mine. So we all have different stuff, but yeah, individually, we can show our collections and stuff like that. Are you and John streaming tonight? No, probably not tonight. That wasn't originally in the plan for us to stream. Now that our weekend plans are shot, well, mine are anyway. We might figure something out, but I'm still trying to enjoy my off weekend. You know what I mean? So we might do something. If anything, we might do something Sunday or something like that. Because we got to finish Umbrella Chronicles, and then we got to play RE5, then we got to play Darkside. So we got a little bit of catching up to do. I miss collection updates being a constant. Well, collection updates, actually, they're always going to be constantly put out. But what I try to do is I try to get like everything bulked together and then have like one big video instead of like a million small videos, you know? So I get, now what I do is I get them over the course of months. But you'll probably get a collection video this weekend, guys. Now that I'm off, I can probably just shoot one. I have a bunch of stuff that I got. Like, in fact, actually, let's open something right now. All right, so my least favorite horror game. My least favorite horror game? Oh, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. Least favorite horror game. One of them is Silent Hill Downpour. That shit's bad. What's up, Francisco? Scariest RE game, most fun RE game. Most fun RE game is definitely 3. Do I vape? I don't vape. Horror fan. But scariest RE game, probably Remake. Most fun, RE3. John Lemley says, do you think Silent Hill would ever come back to Konami if asked? It depends. I mean, Konami is treading on some thin ice. My least favorite horror game, yeah, they're definitely going to be Downpour. Mohammed says, do you expect that RE3 will have more playable hours than RE2? I would hope, but I don't know. Keep it up, Anthony, and John, keep up the legacy streams. Thank you, Andrew. We appreciate that. We appreciate that a lot. This is what I just opened. Look at that. Ordered this from the UK. And it's got some screenshots here. It's got the concept art. It's pretty much got the stuff that came out online, because everything was kind of scanned from this initial magazine. This thing's like really thick though. It's like it looks pretty legit. So, yeah. Another thing. See, the reason why I haven't been doing collection videos is because I always end up getting another thing, and then I'm like, well, shit. Now I gotta wait to do the video until I get this thing coming. So I have this, and then what's the Last of Us one? I do have this, and then what's up, Marquise? And then I also have. Okay. So, and of course I have this. I had to order this because Barnes and Noble just refused to stock this fucking thing, near me. Really, I love the PlayStation magazine still. In fact, I actually have the Last of Us one right here. Still, I still have that. Um, but this is cool, and I had to frame a few posters. Guys, this next collection update is going to be pretty cool. I have a lot of cool stuff that I want to show you guys. I have a Raccoon City poster from RE3 Strategy Guide right there. That's framed. It's a brand new poster. So we just got that in. So that's coming in. But this is the main reason why I wanted to snag that magazine. Look at that. Get a better angle there. So that came with the magazine. That came with that UK magazine. So that's why those things are cool, because they come with little goodies like that. And the RE2 one that I have also came with a little poster. So it's pretty cool. It's not again, more stuff. I am getting the Remake 3 Collector's Edition. Yes, but coronavirus can be considered C virus. Dope magazine. Hey guys, just saw it and I was like, hell yeah. That's cool. Thanks for coming in. Real Voice is doing a raid of the Division 2 while listening. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, the poster's awesome. So don't know where to put it, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna frame it before the stream, but or before the collection video. But I have a lot of stuff. I just gotta film it and shoot it and edit it and put it out and narrate it and stuff like that. So yeah, the collection updates are always gonna be a constant on the channel. They're just gonna be there's not gonna be, because it's not like I can always buy all the collection stuff or buy all the items. Like, I try to gradually get them when I can. So there's some times where I can get stuff and sometimes where I can't, no stream tonight. That's why I'm streaming now. What's the hardest RE game to play with dying? Probably 5 on professional, because you're getting fucking shot at and it's terrible. Will you do updates on the Discord server, adding more channels? Yeah, probably. We'll probably add more channels for you guys now that the Discord community has grown a little bit. It took a while for us to get a decent amount of people on there, but you guys can join the Discord. It's down below, so you know. What would that cost you over shipping? The magazine? A little bit. Yeah, I did pay a little bit more. John Lemley says, what kind of gameplay changes, improvements do you think The Last of Us 2 will have, since Ellie is now the main character? I think Ellie will be able to hide in more areas. I think the stealth elements are going to be more important, and she might rely on stealth more, but she definitely is going to be a stronger character in this one, so I think they might implement that a little bit more. That'd be great. Cloud says, what are the chances PS5 and Xbox gets delayed because of Corona? They've said that it's not going to. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Hey, Aunt, what do you think you and John's pantless ratio for your stream? We're always wearing pants, don't worry. Sometimes. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Anthony, what's your favorite game system and why? PlayStation 1. Need I say more? PlayStation 1, so many great games, so many great titles. Even though the graphics are older, it doesn't matter. It just brings you back to childhood, and there's so many great reasons why I love that thing. Hey, Anthony, do you think Resident Evil 3 Remake will completely wrap up Raccoon City? I think it will, and I hope that they do it right. I'm not really interested in Ghost of Tsushima, to be honest with you. Not too interested. Um, let's see. Mel says, "Are you a fan of Fatal Frame games, and have you ever played those?" No. They look good, and I've heard from friends that they're really fun, so I should probably play them. But they do look intriguing. I remember seeing when I used to watch G4 back in the day. Remember G4? Ask your parents, kids. No. G4 is they used to have the X Play channel or the show, and they used to review it. And I remember seeing a review of that when I was younger, and I did enjoy that. Hi, my young Jedi friends. Hello from Europe in the midst of a corona outbreak. Well, stay safe, Demwan, and definitely safe. Did you get S Plus on Resident Evil 2 on hardcore mode? Yes. Yeah, okay, I already read all that stuff there. I'm hoping Kendo and Marvin and Irons have some cameos in the remakes as Joe Self. I hope so. Yeah, G4 did rule. And, we've always had Comcast, so I always got the access to the channel and all that stuff, so. Any interest in Star Wars? I like Star Wars. I'm not, like, the biggest fan, but I can watch them. I've seen them all, so. But not too big of a fan. Not like a diehard like it is for Resident Evil, so. But yeah, so that about wraps it up for this stream, guys. Yeah, yep, they are forbidden on American ground. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. The Chris Lott says, "Hey, I literally just watched one of your videos of the first time yesterday. For the first time yesterday. I love your content, man. I've been a huge Resident Evil fan all my life since about 5 years old. Well, that's amazing, man. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing." Damian Poe, what's going on, man? You just caught the end of this. $5 super chat from John Lemley. The super chats don't stop. He says, if they don't wipe out Raccoon City at the end of RE3 with a nuclear explosion, what do you think will replace it? Or they leave it around. That's a good thing. They could leave it around and, experiment there and test there. That could change the timeline for multiple things. So that's a good point, John. That's a really good point. I would like to see them destroy it, but they could say, oh, it's, because then it's like, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you smile in your sleep in the new RE remake? Good one. Good one. You know the band. You know the fucking band. We'll check out Silverstein after the stream, sir. Well, Silverstein's a great band. I recommend listening to Discovering the Waterfront. It's one of their best albums. Man, John, that would be a big twist. Yeah, it would. Really enjoy your content. Looking to build my Resident Evil collection a lot more now. If you got any extras or any Resident Evil stuff to sell, let me know. Yeah, definitely, man. If I ever get some extra stuff, I usually hang on to a lot of stuff, but if there's ever stuff I have to get rid of, you guys will be the first to know. $2.99 super chat from Jason says, thanks, and catch you next stream. Thank you for the super chat, Jason. We appreciate that. Damian Post says, quick question before you go. Would you ever stream RE 1.5? Yeah, definitely. Once we get a build that works great, if any guys can link me to some good builds, we could do that. The stream is great. Looking forward to Legacy and a collection update. Yes. I played with Silverstein and Wireback. Those guys are great. Oh, Johnny Waves, that's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, they seem like really nice guys. So they seem great. You think remakes set up for new RE timeline? Yes, I think they're setting it up for something that's up and coming. They're kind of refixing it and piecing it together to continue it somehow. Keep up the great work. See you next stream. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, if Nemesis isn't it killed off at the end, Mel's, that'd be fucking crazy. But love you guys. Definitely drop a like for us. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for a collection update this weekend, and we may or may not stream. We're going to wait for the Legacy series to return Tuesday, but since my Monster Mania event is canceled because of the virus, figure something out. So thank you guys. It was good chatting with everyone. Oh, Evans Blue, Joey Moore? Yeah, I know that song. Erase my scars. Yeah, that's a throwback. Joseph, we're doing good, man. We're about to wrap it up here in a second. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support and all the donations and all the likes and thank you for making the Legacy series what it is, because you know we've been getting. Um, sorry, didn't want to sneeze in the mic. Uh, yeah, we've just been getting great responses and everything, and it's been great. And you guys have been making it awesome. So we could get a standalone sequel in the remake universe. Who knows? Or in this new universe, whatever they end up doing. But yeah, this will be archived. So we're gonna continue the Legacy series, though. We're gonna press on. Nothing's really gonna affect our streams or consistency in content or anything like that. We've been doing pretty good so far this year, so we're gonna keep it going. And until next time, guys, we'll have another Let's Talk discussion just like this. And then probably stay tuned for You Rock Actually a Lot. Thank you, Fran. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We'll let you know if we end up streaming this weekend. I'll put out a community post or tweet or whatever. So thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for the likes. Thanks, John Lemley. Thanks, Jason. And thank you, Kyle, for the membership being joined. Nice seeing you. And PlayStation Gamer, likewise. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.